When shooting 360 product photography, positioning an object in the center of the turntable is critical. Today we'll be doing a quick walkthrough of how the Shutterstream product photography software and the features and functionality available in the software benefit users to help position objects in the center of the turntable. I've gone ahead and positioned or enabled my live view, and I'm going to zoom out my camera here just so you can see what I'm working with. I'm working with one of our USB photography turntables, working with one of our acrylic risers, and our LumiPad 360 lighting setup, which consists of two front panel LED lights as well as a back panel LED light. My first step here is to go up into the options area into live view options and enable my display line. So I'm going to do a 1-to-1 display line here. And what I want to do, I know that I've positioned my acrylic riser in the center of the turntable. I'm going to position my camera just so that the center line here lines up with the exact center of the turntable. So that's looking pretty good there. Next, what I want to do is go back into my live view options, and I want to choose 4x4 grid. And you're going to see this actually overlays a lot more grid markers. Next, what I'm going to do is position my object, and it benefits to look directly over top of the turntable while positioning your object and try to position it in the center as best you can. So judging by my top-down view, that looks pretty good. Next, what I'm going to do is zoom in my camera. While not trying to adjust it left and right, I'm just going to quickly twist the lens to zoom in a bit closer. So overall, that looks pretty good. I'm seeing that there's equal distance in my product from the heel as well as the toe, maybe just a tad off. And what I'm doing now is just moving it left and right. My next step here is to go into the 360 shooting mode and use the nudge option, and I want to nudge that 90 degrees. By hitting the 1 play button, what it's going to do is rotate the turntable X number of degrees that I've entered into this placeholder. So as we can see here, it is not quite in the center as it starts turning. So what I'm going to do is just actually move my object, only moving it left and right, just off to the side so that it's back in the center. Now what I'm going to do is rotate my turntable 270 degrees, and I'm going to visually watch to ensure that it is indeed positioned correctly in the center of the turntable. Looking here, I can see that there is equal distance between the toe and the heel, and when the heel comes around, it should line up perfectly in the center of these two objects, which looks like it had. So basically what we've just done there is used our positioning tools and our live view features and functionality to ensure that we've positioned an object in the center of the turntable. Last, if you're shooting a lot of like-size items, what you can do is create an image overlay. I just left-click to enable the button, right-click, hit create, and you're going to see when I remove my object, it actually leaves a transparent overlay of whatever I'd created. And I can actually save one overlay or multiple overlays. So I'll call this shoe, and that'll be retained, and I can actually go and load that at any time in the future, so that next shoe that I shoot, we'll be able to use this as a guide marker to ensure that we position it back in the center.